so my name is Ben. Today we're just going to be working on some CS to work on some underactive and overactive muscles. The first movement that we're going to be or first exercise that we're going to be doing is a calf release. The main goal of this is to just focus on inhibiting the soleus muscle, which is one of my overactive muscles. So what we're going to do, this is just really simple. We're just going to take the ball, put it just right underneath our calf muscle, which is the muscle on the back of our leg here. We're just going to move it around until we find a spot that's tender. And once we find that spot, we're just going to kind of leave it there. We're going to hold this for about 30 to 60 seconds, hopefully aiming it about 2 to 3 times a week. If you're having trouble finding a spot that's painful, one thing you can do is cross your leg over. This is just going to increase the load that's on the calf. You'll feel it a little bit deeper. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do is just a lengthening exercise for the soleus. So what we're going to do is you're going to sit down here on the mat. One leg can be fully extended, one leg flexed. What we're going to do is we're going to take a towel or something similar. We're going to put it around the foot of our flexed leg. We're just going to pull up onto the towel until we feel a stretch in our soleus. It's a deeper muscle in our calf. We're going to do this for about 30 to 60 second holds on each leg, aiming at about 2 to 3 times per week for best results. Now make sure you do both legs. Alright, so the next exercise we're going to be doing is inhibit exercise for our lats, another one of my overactive muscles. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lie on our side and just kind of try to place the lacrosse ball about right here on the lats. So as we lie down, we're going to go roll back and forth to see if we can find any tender areas. If we find a tender area, we can hold on it for a little bit longer. Try to hold this for about 30 seconds to a minute, about 2 to 3 times per week. What we're doing here when we roll out a muscle is we're putting pressure on the GTO. A lot of times, the muscles are pretty tight, and when we find the GTO, we can really feel the release of the muscle. And make sure you do both sides. Alright, so our next exercise is just going to be a good stretch for the lats. So some things that we're going to need for this is just a chair here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kneel down. We're just going to place our just lower portion of our arms onto the chair, and we'll feel a good stretch in the lats. Let me demonstrate. Kneeling down like this, we'll put our just right below our elbows on the chair. We're just going to lean back until we feel a really good stretch in the lats. We're going to try to hold this for about 30 to 60 seconds, 2 to 3 times per week, and that way we can see some really good benefits. Okay, so our next exercise is going to be an isolation exercise. We're going to use this to work on our underactive muscles. One of my underactive muscles is my medial hamstring, so what I'm going to need is just a chair here. What I'm going to do is just sit on the chair like this and cross my legs over like this just at the ankle. The leg that we're going to be focusing on is the one that's on the top. The goal of this is to try to lift this outside leg by pushing against this leg. You can see a good contraction here. We're going to do this for about 4 sets, 8 reps, 2 to 3 times a week at a 2-1-2 tempo, and switch legs. All right, so our next exercise is going to be an integration exercise for the medial hamstring. What we're going to do is we're going to do a squat hold. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our feet about shoulder width apart, and we're going to initiate the movement by just leaning back like we're going to sit into a chair. we're gonna hold this movement, and we know we've gone deep enough when our thighs are about parallel to the ground. Make sure to keep the spine neutral. We're gonna do this for about 4 sets, 8 reps, 2 to 3 times per week at a 2-1-2 tempo. Right. So what we're gonna be doing now is an isolation exercise for the erector spinae, another one of my underactive muscles. What we're gonna need for this is just a Swiss ball. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our stomach on the Swiss ball, have our feet up against the surface. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lift our spine until it's neutral with the thighs, and we're just gonna hold it there. Let me demonstrate. So we're gonna do this for about 4 sets of 8 reps, 2 to 3 times per week for best results. All right, so our next exercise that we're gonna do for the erector spinae is gonna be a stiff-legged deadlift. What we're gonna need is some kind of weighted barbell. To perform this exercise, we're gonna stand about just with feet underneath the hips, and we're just gonna hold the barbell at the hips. Hinge at the hips and bend down in a comfortable range of motion, keeping the spine neutral, and then returning back up. Let me show you with the barbell. We're gonna hold it like this, bend down at a comfortable range of motion, keeping the spine neutral, and then returning back up. We're gonna do this exercise 4 sets, 8 repetitions, 2 to 3 times per week at about a 2-1-2 tempo. This will give us the best results.